Brand design is a powerful tool. Help you to stand out visually, but also to clarify your brand message and to generate coherence across the brand communications you generate. In today's video, I'm going to show you a practical case on the process and how did we create the green splash, this inspiring great brand. Today I want to start with the trivia. How branding was created. Actually, brands started with ranchers. These people wanted to brand their cattle, their cows, for a sense of belonging or ownership. They wanted people to know that this cattle was the best cattle and was their cattle. This means the person wanted to put their brand specifically because they wanted to transfer some of the ownership sense, but also the values that they needed their clients to know why their cows were the best. So we know now that branding is about ownership, meaning your character as a brand business owner needs to be reflected in the visuals, the communications, in everything you do for your brand. That's really important. We will start today with Tamara. She is the brand owner of the Green Splash. Here, as states in her blog, in her website, says the Green Splash, a journey of roots, science, and passion. Whoever meets Tamara can know that this is totally true. She's a wonderful human being with a deep passion in nature, not only combining academic knowledge, but actual experience in the field and a complete full hands-on and fun idea of nature. For Tamara, this is not just her work. She's an actual great academic. She publishes in very, very big journals. She's a great expert in this field. But also, since very, very little, Tamara has been engaged into nature, into all of it. And that makes her a true expert and a true passionate about nature. And why I'm telling you this? Because this was a character that we needed to transfer into the brand. This sense of ownership. This means the character of Tamara. This was not just any brand. It means for her, the Green Splash means her personality, her values, her identity. We needed to transfer this. That's why in our framework, we started with the B, behavior. That's what we do. What did she do to actually deliver the promise of the Green Splash? Well, as she says, it is a green splash because it's fun, because she delivers a total direct contact with nature in a fun way, but deeply rooted in science. How we say it is the Green Splash connects people with nature by providing knowledgeable, fun, and social experiences that improve well-being. This way, we actually have created a narrative that allows Tamara to be herself while being the owner of the Green Splash. That's why the D, our defined value proposition with Green Splash, is quite clear. The Green Splash connects people with nature by providing knowledgeable, fun, and social experiences, improving well-being. Feel nature glowing in your heart, guided by me, Tamara, a passionate expert in nature. This way, we transfer all the knowledge that she has with her personality and the behavior that she wants you, the client, to have. Fun, direct, and experiential with her workshops. That was our defined value proposition. What about the need vision? We needed something that really connected people with her vision. That's what we said, connecting nature to your heart. For her and for me, as a brand strategist, that meant connecting a person in every sense possible to nature. It was not just about natural cosmetics, although we know all the users that all her natural cosmetics are amazing, are just about this sense of your heart, my heart, being connected to nature. And of course, the journey of natural wellness that represents. What about our reputation? How is she behaving on social media? The communication strategy has been very, very interesting. Not only because she has actually managed to put herself out there by doing amazing videos, providing her knowledge, but also her spirit. You can sense her authenticity of her values, everything she does in her videos. I'm so proud of that. Please go check her website, check her Instagram account and all the videos, her social media accounts, she is doing a brilliant job in transferring all the brand values and the brand story into a right messaging that is clearly connecting with her audience. And I'm really happy to see that. Now, finally, the A, all visuals, her logo. The Green Splash logo has actually several elements that I want to clarify to you now that I really like. First, I want to start with the type font. The type font is actually quite delicate. It's also bold. It's very modern, but it's actually designed with love. The designer of this type font, which is called B.R.A.N.D Light, said this very interesting description. It's a modern high-contrast sans-serif typeface that takes its inspirations from the non-family forms with influence from vintage typefaces and calligraphy scripts. That's why I chose it, because it has calligraphy, has an elegant forms character set of more than 600 glyphs covering most of European languages, and is suited for design and luxury brands, magazines, wedding invitations, and stationery, packaging, and more. We thank you, Elena Genova, the designer. I really took the time to read what you wanted to achieve with this type font, and I really encourage you to do it. I think it is very responsible for us to select the type font that we want for our logo in a conscious way, because this is actually a person who does this job in a very mindful way most of the cases. With the type font, we communicate a lot of things, and it's very important that we align ourselves with the values of the designer who actually took the time to create a beautiful type font that reflects the values of your brand. Big brands actually pay for this a huge amount of money to create your own type font. That's a dream. I totally respect that. I would love to be able to do that, because doing type fonts is a very difficult job. It's it's an art in itself. So if you now want to create a logo and you want to select a type font, be aware that this is not a simple process, that this is something that people actually study a lot. They take care of many details to deliver a beautiful font, just as this one that we have, B.R.A.N.D. I also want to tell you about the logo, that it has a logo symbol of a circle, which is composed of a hand with leaves. This hand is actually representing the human aspect of Tamara, because she is the one providing her character with her hand to us. It's a brand that is actually centered in the wisdom of the ownership of Tamara. And the circle surrounds, of course, the concept of holistic well-being, of care, of putting it all together for us in our hand. And it has 3 leaves with different colors, which symbolize the social aspect of it. These 3 leaves represent us, people who join Tamara's workshops, people who buy her products, and who read her recipes and her books, because we are really delighted by her wisdom. So these 3 leaves represent the people in all our diversity, in our colors, in the way that we connect, which is our personal way to nature. So we can see here in this logo symbol that actually in one circle is everything, but in a way separate, because we do have our own way to connect with nature. However, we can meet, gather, and learn from each other, one another, and from Tamara with the Green Splash. This is actually the explanation of the brand strategy. As you can tell, it was a very fun experience for me. We of course had a very detailed description of her ideal clients, which I will leave for later, or maybe if you want to know more, just ask me. But in briefly, I can tell you that it was like a super interesting brand, a very fun experience, and we developed this in a coaching methodology. which of course I want to invite you all if you want to have it. That's a methodology that I like to use the most, which is one-to-one consultation in which we both understand what is exactly what you need, what is exactly what you want, and we both create a character for your brand. So if you want to know more about the group coachings, if you want to do it in our group, we have 2 groups, one in Spanish, one in English, every 2 weeks. Or if you want a process that it's a little bit faster, I of course invite you to a one-to-one coaching in which we really start creating the character of your brand, the same way we did it with Antonieta, the same way we did it with Tamara and many others. I look forward to seeing you there. Find the link below for more information, and remember, keep being inspired.